The Undertaker will come out of retirement if Triple H can book this match. The Undertaker would have considered coming out of retirement for Gunther but had to decline due to the deteriorating physique of the Deadman. Is The Undertaker coming out of retirement in 2025? That's what the WWE veteran wanted for himself if he had anything left in the tank to face Gunther. Recently, the former World Heavyweight Champion appeared on the 6 Feet Under podcast, where Michelle McCool, the Phenom's wife, had an intriguing question for Gunther and the Deadman on how their WrestleMania match would look. The Undertaker found it interesting and even considered ending his retirement if Triple H had made some plans with the ring general. Despite turning down the opportunity for one match with Gunther, Taker considered him the one guy that he would have loved to work with. He said, "That's interesting. Well, I will say that before we even start talking, like, I'm going over? Yeah, I'm going over. That's a no, but no, I have to say this. If I had anything left in the tank, you're the one guy that I would consider coming out of retirement." Gunther was ecstatic on hearing such flattering words from the WWE veteran. But The Undertaker was not done yet, as he proposed how he could see a dramatic setup and the heated angle needed to commence their storyline. Eventually, the trio joked about who would have the best position in the match and be in the fans' good books. The Undertaker endorses a Gunther vs. Braun Breaker showdown. Even though The Undertaker had to decline the match with Gunther, he predicted that the former IC champion would have a couple of great matches with Braun Breaker. In the same podcast, the host claimed that Gunther will have some killer matches down the line with Breaker and how they can set up an angle that triggers this rivalry. The Hall of Famer could not help but praise the powerhouse of Seth Rollins' faction, calling him an anomaly in the current locker room and saying he had a great time talking to the young wrestler when he was on the podcast. He said, "Braun is kind of an anomaly in this young era. He's a throwback too. He's an old school dude. I felt doing the interview tough because he didn't want to pull any curtains back, and I respected that so much. Like, I eventually had to leave it alone, and I'm sitting there and we're talking, and I'm just like, okay, there's hope, man. Yeah, there's hope that there's still people out there that want to do this the right way. I don't care how much we talk about the business and behind the scenes, there's a point where it becomes too much. For an old crusty old-timer like myself, it does me good to see guys like you and Braun." Breaker has been making a name for himself as a heel in WWE, where fans are loving his big dog energy, spearing his opponents as he charges down the aisle, breaking his opponents in two. Despite Gunther being on the sidelines due to an injury.